everybody. Welcome to American Courts. Hmm, I like that Maria's comment. Feel the need for a vacation this evening. Yep, absolutely. At least the weekend's coming up, so see if we can't get out to the beach sometime. Thank you everybody for being here. Already got 50 something comments, so y'all are already starting off busy. Thank you guys so much. I might have to wing it in a minute. I got one video set up, but it's one act a little slow today, so we're gonna get to see what it's gonna do. Um, I got a Judge Boyd for you, and then we got some Judge Fleischer. Lena said she wasn't going to be able to be here tonight, so she wanted me to get some of the Fleischer from today. She said there were some good cases that she didn't get to hear because the comments were kicking so much. So, all right, I'm going to jump into it, and we'll get done with it. We'll get done with Boyd, and we'll check on the Fleischer one. We'll see you in a minute.
Just to give you an overall quickly, this is one that the court received an extension for a year, and Judge, you did not want to extend him a year. You wanted to extend him 3 months, but you wanted to call a compliance hearing.
Okay. So, Mr. Griffin,
Yes, ma'am.
I know your issues with fees,
Mhm.
but they're telling me that you're testing positive for marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Positive.
So do you want to be revoked?
No, ma'am.
Then you need to stop using marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
If you were not using marijuana, this probation would have been done. So how often are you using?
Daily.
All right. So we're going to extend you, and this is what I want. We're going to extend you for 3 months. You better stop using.
Yes, ma'am.
And probation, I'm going to want him tested for levels. And you're going to do 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And why are you being extended? Why do you think you're being extended?
They get you compliant.
Yes. So all of this is completely up to you,
Yes, ma'am.
whether you end up at the Bexar County Jail or whether this is done in 3 months. It's completely up to you. If you continue to use, not going to be good. And what I can tell you is when people have children, and I see that you pay child support, that's a good thing. But I'm sure your children, if you have any visitation with them, they smell marijuana. They smell marijuana in the home. They smell marijuana on your clothes. That is not good for them because in Texas, the use of marijuana is illegal. And that's sending a message to them that it's okay to break the law. And the last thing they need is to have a parent who's going to the Bexar County Jail because they can't follow the rules. And then if you can't follow the rules, how really can you teach them to follow the rules and why it's a good thing to do? Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Abrams, is there anything else?
Judge, how would you like to address the community service hours in the parenting class?
All right. You need to complete that parenting class. And if you complete the parenting classes, then the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. But you need to start on those parenting classes. Why haven't you started?
I looked up a parenting class on Google. I didn't know it was a certain one that I had to do until I brought it to my probation officer and she gave me a card and she said that was the one I was supposed to do and it was $85 and I haven't had the $85 to pay for it yet.
Okay. Well, Ms. Abrams will tell you maybe of some more parenting classes that are maybe less expensive. So she'll go over that with you. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And obviously that parenting class didn't work. Because if it did, you would know that you're supposed to be following the law so that your children can look up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want your children to be proud of you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then that's what you need to do. Okay. And stop thinking that the Chicago Bulls are going to be doing anything. They could. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan.
Judge, how often do you want him tested for levels?
We'll test him today to get a baseline. And then do you all want to test him every 2 weeks?
That'll be fine.
All right, so they're going to test you for a baseline. They're going to test you every 2 weeks. If those levels go up, what's going to end up happening is a warrant is going to be issued for your arrest. You're going to be taken into custody. If you don't bond out, you're going to come over in orange at the box and then you're going to tell me why you can't stop using marijuana. You have a choice to make. Do you potentially want to go to Bear County Jail? If the answer is yes, continue to use marijuana. If you don't, stop using marijuana. You have any questions?
Amen.
Is there anything else that we can do for you so that you'll be successful? All right, good luck to you. You're welcome. Are you all ready to proceed on the motion? Okay. Have you all talked with probation?
Yes, I told Rashawn this morning.
All right, what's the reason for the withdrawal?
Due to the difficulties in proving the contact with Snapchats, we need the screenshots. We don't have them to provide to defense. And then we are not ready to proceed with moving up the new number.
Okay. All right, so with regards to the new number one, at some point, is this going to be refiled or no?
Wait, it's already filed, Your Honor. It's been indicted.
Okay, I mean the motion to,
Oh, yeah, that's the case.
I mean the motion to revoke, because if the court signs this motion to withdraw, the court is not going to allow the state to then come back with another motion to revoke with the same. All right. So with regards to the alleged contact he has with the complainant, is that the same complainant
Yes, Your Honor, from the new number one. Yes,
and the same complainant that's
yes.
with the motion to? All right. Mr. Juarez,
Yes, Ms. Boyd.
how old are you?
I am 54 years old, ma'am.
All right, so here's the thing. They're asking to withdraw the motion. All right?
Mhm.
They're saying they can't prove up the allegations.
Yes, ma'am.
This is what I'm telling you, and I don't know why people don't understand this. There should be no contact.
Yes, ma'am.
That's by phone. That's sending flowers to apologize. That's sending notes just because. That's trying to woo somebody back. They don't want you anymore. And I'm telling you, even if they do want you, you cannot contact them while you're on this probation. Do you
I
understand?
understand it, ma'am.
Is there anything you do not understand?
I did come in contact with the San Antonio Police Department, ma'am, in regards to her visiting my residence.
Mhm.
And their response, and this is where I got confused. I know probation has the rules, but the San Antonio Police Department, when I called on multiple occasions, they informed me that I need to, they wanted to charge her with criminal mischief because she did damage to my residence
Mhm.
and my vehicle, but they needed me to maintain her there. And I know I understand probation does not want me to have any contact, but this is where I was confused.
Well, this is what I want. Well, this is a suggestion.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not your attorney.
Yes, ma'am.
If she tries to contact you, then what you should do, one, call the police.
Yes, ma'am.
Number two, call probation and say, just so you know, this person is at my house right now.
Okay.
I'm sure probation has her contact information, and then call your attorney and say, this person is at my house. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else that you don't understand that needs to be cleared up?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much, Judge.
All right. With regards to those withdrawal probation, is there any conditions that need to be added?
No, Judge.
All right. All right. And state, do you have contact with the complainant?
Yes,
All right. If I have no jurisdiction over her, but she shouldn't be having contact with him if that's the case. And if you'll let her know that I'm going to sign the motion to withdraw.
yes, sir.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Give me a moment.
No, you haven't been told that very often, right?
Oh, you'd be surprised. I was once told I was asking for too much. When I said, am I asking for too much to have witnesses here? Yes, Judge, you are.
I don't know where I was. I think I must have been a county court, but on the tag here, it was telling the defense attorneys, do not use your cell phone during a plea. And I'm like, what does that?
Oh, you'd be shocked.
Oh. I remember when Ray was on the bench in county court, there was somebody who is now, I think, on the fourth court of appeals. during a plea to answer the judge, I'll be back. Right in the middle of a plea, he goes, I guess we'll wait.
All right. Hey, Tokyo Gaijin put out a Judge Fleischer video. He was going to do a premiere tonight, but he changed it and put it out as a video. Make sure everybody goes over there and checks out that video. He did a good job on it, and he could certainly use the support. We all help each other out, and so make sure you go and check that out. I actually did hear back from Kathy, and I'm trying to talk her into coming on the show. So if y'all can put peer pressure on her, that would help out as well. Last night Fozzie alerted us to the Kentucky judge that got unalived by the sheriff, who is now been arraigned for it. 2 days ago, the sheriff was deposed on a suspected. Trying to think what it's trying to think of the right YouTube words. It's a word that reminds you. I guess what's the word you're supposed to say instead of rape? I'm not sure. But anyways, he got deposed for rape a couple days ago, and he ends up in the judge's office and ends up shooting the judge. So I guess he wanted to go ahead and finish the deal. So hopefully he'll be prosecuted for that, and hopefully they'll figure out what allowed it to happen to begin with. You got to trust somebody, and if you can't trust the sheriff with the judge, I don't know who you can trust with it. I wonder how many departments had to have a talk about it. Okay, Emily saying grape, KK saying grape, being in gentlemanly extracurricular activities. Absolutely. Maria, it was in Kentucky. I'm not sure the name of the town. I read it a couple times and heard it a couple times, but I still don't know which one it is. They still don't. It's hard to pick that up on there. I'm still giving that one a few more seconds to finish up. There we go. All right, we got some Tokyo saying we can say SA. How about that? Tokyo's here. We got celebrity in the house. Tokyo Gaijin. Make sure y'all go and check out his video. I've already seen it. I'm going to use that as the excuse of why I'm delayed for what I'm doing now. I had to watch his video, so it put me behind schedule. So we're going to use that excuse. All right, we're going to go to Judge Fleischer. This is the highlights from today. There was over 3 hours, and I was able to get it down to 1 hour, so we'll go from there.
Next is page 1. Abbas, come on up.
Are you signing on to Abbas?
Yes, I am.
So we already addressed the criminal trespass and we put him in jail for that one now, right? Okay. So Mr. Abbas, you're working 3 open cases now. If you pick up a 4th case, if you violate conditions, I'm going to quintuple to 10 times all of your bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Where was the trespass from? I don't even remember.
It was at 856 Fern River Drive. It was the home of the complainant's mother. Complainant is the defendant's wife. They have been separated, and at the time the wife was staying with her mother, and the defendant was trespassing at the mother's house.
Okay. So they don't want him back?
No.
They don't want you back?
Yeah, I'm not even living in the same house.
Just listen, no means no. Take the hint. There's a gajillion other fish in the sea. Just that's what you need to do. When a relationship is over, it's just that's it. It's over. Get over it, move on, because otherwise you're going to end up back in jail. You got it? Do you have children with this person?
Yes.
Okay. And you should have the right to have visitation or at least some form of custody, but don't take matters into your own hands. If you want to do it, go get a custody and visitation order from the family courts. And if they start playing games with you, you can have her held in contempt or have her jailed or fined or whatever they want to do. But that's the right way to do it. If you really care for this child, which you should because they always need their daddy in their life, go get a visitation order. No way, there's no reason for you not to have one. I'm going to tell you now, though, Mr. Abbas, no drugs, no alcohol, and I'm going to randomly test you. I don't want you to have any contact with these people, and I don't want you to go where they work or where they live. I'm making that a condition of your bond. Do you understand? I'm not asking you a lot. All I'm asking you to do, no dope, no alcohol, no contact, and go over there. That's all I'm asking you to do, and follow the law. All right. You have a lawyer. She will take care of you. I will waive your appearance, but you have to stay in contact with them. But remember, they're going to call you to take a drug test, take an alcohol test. If you don't go there, I'm going to issue a warrant.
No, so I call every day and.
Good. Right. Now we're adding that to your bond conditions. All right. Okay. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria.
Just one question. So it will be the same phone number and the same PIN that I'm currently using, right? So I just keep doing this.
Everything remains the same. So when they call you for the one for your felony case, it's also going to be for us as well. So it's all 2-in-1, so you don't have to double up. So one
just
test will
once a
take
day.
care of both courts. So you don't have to come and go. It's
Thank you.
okay, guys. Please. So Rachel, you got all that?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Judge, if it's
Mhm.
proper, just withdraw.
Okay, done.
Thank you.
Kareem Khalifa. Mr. Khalifa, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're also charged with
The terroristic threat, Your Honor, that I was appointed on, I would say maybe a month ago. And this allegation predates when he was put on bond.
So he's on bond for a terroristic threat and a felony assault, right? And now I see he's picked up a criminal mischief. Are you telling me the criminal mischief happened prior to the terroristic threat?
Your Honor, it's in the probable cause statement. The allegations are that it happened on or about August the 8th. And I believe the terroristic threat was the same day. So they didn't file it.
I had the criminal mischief is August 6th and the terrorism threat is August 8th.
Jada Jordan?
Let's see what the charging instrument says.
Okay.
Yeah, did you see it's August 6th?
Yeah, the criminal mischief is August 6th. The terrorism threat is August 8th.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Khalifa, so let's do probable cause, but I don't even know what happened, please.
Thank you. On August 6th, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers in the county with the complainant were advised that she is the defendant's wife and they have one child together. The complainant stated that the defendant damaged her vehicle, causing $1,921 in damage. The complainant stated that on August 6th, her vehicle that she solely owns was parked in a gated apartment parking lot located at 2929 Rolito Drive in Harris County, Texas. The complainant obtained a surveillance video from the leasing office of the defendant damaging the side mirror of her car with his hands. The paint on the vehicle was damaged with an unknown object. Photos were also obtained showing the damage to the car. The vehicle was taken to the repair shop and given an estimate of $1,921 to repair. The defendant is currently on bond in Harris County for a terroristic threat and assault of a family member with previous conviction against the same complainant.
Okay, have you reached out to the complaining witness since this has been filed? He's not had any contact, right?
So she did say that she believes that he's been contacting her and leaving voicemails and text messages.
I sure hope to hell not.
I never do this, never observe.
Judge, she also says
And can I
that,
say something if you don't mind?
she also says that, she believes that he created a fake Facebook account and was sending her requests as like a friend request. And I believe she also said he tried to send her messages through Facebook as well.
Prove it. Because if you can, I'm going to put his butt in jail in a heartbeat. So you need to do what you can. If he is somehow contacting her through some kind of one reason or the other, Mr. Khalifa, I swear on everything that's holy, if you are trying to reach her one way or the other, if they prove it to me, I'm going to make your bond so high your teeth are going to fall out. Do you understand? No contact means no contact from any source. Social media, smoke signals, Snapchat.
I understand from now on it, no even see her pictures. But I never contact her by the.
Prove it. Elena, get it. Show me. If you can show me that it's him one way or the other, I'll hog time.
I'm the one I have messages from her.
When we do court orders, we mean business, Mr. Khalifa. And I don't appreciate it if someone is trying to use backdoor means to get in contact with another person. You need to understand that this relationship, look at me, this relationship is over. It is over. There are a gajillion other fish in the sea, Mr. Khalifa. Find someone else. But this one's over. You have children with this person.
I just want to say something. It's
Your
not
Honor, he
against.
Just let me talk.
Do you
Your Honor,
have children with this? Does he have
He
children?
does, Your Honor, and I believe there's a protective order that was signed by a family law court. At the last setting, I think you amended the order to allow him to have contact with his daughter,
Right.
with his mother facilitating it.
Okay.
As you know, I'm not a family law attorney, but
No,
I
sir.
think there's another protective order from a family law court that might trump that.
I just want to say one word, please.
So I've
I
advised.
don't- as long as it's not about the case, you can, Mr. Khalifa.
The protective order about my daughter.
Is it the one that I issued or another judge issued?
It's another judge, Your
Excuse
Honor.
my English.
Was it the domestic violence court, the 280th, or who was it? Do you know, Mr. England?
I did download it. I don't have it pulled up here, but
You can always go back and ask them to amend it. The worst they can tell you is no.
You know what? She always stay with me, my daughter. She never had it for 1 hour. You know what? She did the protective order and she gave it to my mom, not even in her apartment.
I've advised him to get a lawyer.
Understand, if you don't agree with the protective order, go back and ask them to amend it.
From where I can afford all of this attorneys, I'm taking employment now. You know what?
I mean, I've given you a lawyer here. I
have a
can't give you a
video
lawyer
of
there.
her. My car.
Look.
Yeah.
I'm only trying to help you with your daughter, Mr.
I
Khalifa,
need
about
my
all
daughter.
this other
That's what
stuff.
I need my daughter. That's it. I'm sorry, I'm diabetic. I'm so sorry.
Look, it's okay.
Yeah, I just need my daughter, you know. I don't know why she took it if she doesn't even have it in her apartment for 1 hour. She left it with my mom, disability. She has a mental problem. She stay with my mom. So even I cannot go and see my mom. So how come? If she love her daughter, why she doesn't have it?
Look, this is not the
Go
court.
back,
This is a
go
different.
back. So are you working now?
No, I'm taking employment. How I'm gonna work with the GPS monitor if she has 20 years protective order of me? So why you put me this one? I'm diabetics too. Even I'm always like etching, like
Because I don't want you to go over there. That's why I put it on there.
okay, I have already protective. I will never been there. Why I have to go there? I'm sorry.
Just-
You still should be able to work even though you have the monitor on your ankle. That's not preventing you from working. If you want to work,
I'm diabetics who are very bad diabetics. I'm taking like 7, 8 insulin shotting like every day.
that prevents you from working.
No, but I can work like something like office job. This is what I used to do. I used to be a supervisor of 11 locations of overstock furniture, sir. Under me was 160
So
employees.
why aren't you trying to go get another job?
I cannot, my background. And guess what?
the one she did felony on me. I'm sorry to talk to you. This is DA. This is all I have people statement.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want to
just-
talk about the
Yeah,
case.
but this is false case. Yeah.
Okay. Look, this is only Mr.
Look, the only thing I'm going to tell you now, and I'm just going to do it one more time. If you want to visit your daughter, you need to go to the family court and ask them to amend the order so that you can get access to the child.
I'm gonna do it.
Let me talk. So it is in the 280th, Your Honor. It looks like it was issued August 22nd of this year.
Oh, so it's just issued. And what is it? What is it about? What does it say?
It's just a protective order and it looks like it was a default.
Because I do not show the. I'm sorry again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look, when you don't go, they get whatever they want. You have
I
to
have a
go.
lot to say, but
If you have a lot to say, then go. But you not going, she's going to get whatever she wants. You can ask them to reopen it, to amend it, to fix it, to give you access. But if you don't go, that's your own damn fault. You have to go.
Advisor, attorney to help me out. I don't know where.
There's got to be some kind of, you know what I would do? Go to the law schools, okay? The law schools have legal clinics with lawyers that can help you out.
Law school.
Right. Go.
Our legal aid.
I called them. They told me no.
Okay, then go to another one. Don't just give up. Go to, if you hit one roadblock, get up, dust yourself off, hit the next one.
I want to tell you something. I got bachelor degree, okay, from, I have a bachelor degree, like, I never been I was born here in Texas. I never had any ticket in my life or any background or anything.
Okay.
All this happened from the lady. You know why? Because she had a deportation and I don't know before.
Look, we're not in
So
trial.
you're telling me that one person can get under your skin so much
Yes, sir.
that they have now caused you to get 4 different
You
criminal
want to know why,
cases?
sir?
Look,
No, I don't care.
please, let's not.
I don't understand how you were not mentally strong enough to move on and get away.
Because this is not happening. Whatever she said.
All right, we'll have our day in court. Just today, now's not the time. All right?
I'm sorry.
Listen, go back to the family court,
I will.
ask them to reopen it. And I'm sure that because it's a default, hopefully they will, and they'll give you at least some limited access. Don't try to contact this person because I'm telling you now,
I don't at all.
if they show me that there are,
Can
they
I
have
say
issues.
something, please?
No, that's all I want you to know. All right. Yes, Mr. Ealing and Mr. Khalifa, the bond conditions I put on you now, just no drugs, no alcohol, no contact, no going within 200 feet of where they live, where they work. Don't contact, and that's it. As long as you can abide by these conditions, you and I will be friends. You understand? Okay, I hope not. Okay, Mr. Ealing.
No, because he said 200 foot.
We're finished.
Just from the complaining witness in this case. That's it.
My mom cross the street, so how?
I'm not doing anything with your mom.
She's not a part of this.
She's not a part of it.
Talk to Mr. Yu.
Your mom has nothing to do with this, just the complaining witness. That's it. Okay? All right. Good luck.
Okay.
Take care.
Go have a seat. Go have a seat.
Henry James Basie. Where did you think that you were coming today? To the beach? You have from 2008 a prior interference, 2014 assault of a family member, in 19 an assault impeding breath, a choking case, in 2015 a theft, 2017 a theft. Now, I don't even know what's he charged with here now? This is a first for me. Okay, so what you're charged with impersonating a private investigator. On September 13th, 2024, did then and there unlawfully impersonate a private investigator by intentionally and knowingly purporting to act as a security guard for a bar establishment and conduct pat-downs of persons entering the establishments and requesting identifications by persons entering the establishment. This is a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Mr. Bassi, next time you come here in court in shorts, I'm going to send you right back out and we'll reset your case the next day. Do you understand? It's a complete lack of respect. And you've had now, this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your 6th case. You know better. Okay.
On September 13, 2024, a law enforcement officer conducted an investigation at 2709 Airline Drive in Harris County, Texas. This location is a known bar/club. The investigation was conducted in an undercover capacity, and the detectives were dressed in plain clothes and driving unmarked police vehicles. Prior to this investigation, the detectives received a tip that the bar was operating illegally by selling alcohol during prohibited hours and also had minors inside working and consuming alcohol. Prior to the investigation, the law enforcement officers discovered that the bar was operating under an alcohol license. Upon entering the bar, the law enforcement officers were stopped at the door by the defendant. The defendant was wearing a security shirt. Defendant told the officers to empty out their pockets and conducted a pat-down search. While inside of the location, the officers observed the defendant conducting a search of all patrons that were entering the location and would close the front entrance after every patron entered. The officers also observed the defendant periodically check in with the bartender from time to time, a task that a security officer performs at liquor establishments and not a normal patron would be allowed to do. The officer did not observe any underage minors at the location. Upon making contact with the defendant again, he advised that he had a security license, but he did not have an active security officer license, nor has it been documented as having a license in the past.
Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to engage in this type of behavior. You're not to act as a security guard or do anything of this nature. If you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire lawyers. So I'm first going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while they get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go. When you come back, don't come back in shorts. Come on. Can you file conditions on that, please, and no weapons as well?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Johnson, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On September 13, 2024, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a delayed assault call at 1325 Greens Parkway in Harris County, Texas. The law enforcement officer made contact with the complainant, who stated that he heard a loud noise coming from the defendant's truck exhaust. The complainant stated that he looked outside and observed the defendant slash his tires with an unknown sharp object. The complainant stated that the vehicle was no longer drivable. The damages are approximately $400. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant. The defendant stated she had no idea why law enforcement officers would want to talk to her in an alleged crime against the complainant. The defendant was detained in ID with her Texas driver's license.
Ms. Johnson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, ma'am?
28.
You're 28 years old. Let's go through this now. Starting in 2015, we have an assault bodily injury. In 15, an assault, another assault. Theft. Now let's jump to 2016. Felony forgery, another theft. 18, theft. 18, theft. 22, terroristic threat. theft, 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 and now criminal mischief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now 13. Lucky number 13. I'm sending you for a drug test, man, and I want you to come right back. And if you fail to come right back, I will multiply your bond by 10. Do you understand that? I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons, and I'm going to put a whole host of other conditions on you because apparently someone's not getting the message. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I will see you back in 30 minutes.
Right this way.
Wonderful. Vic,
Oh, this is Martin on page 15.
good morning, Mr. Martin.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Martin, you're charged with indecent exposure. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
July 18, 2024, officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officers met with the complainant, who stated that he was being followed by the defendant, who was masturbating in front of the complainant on multiple occasions. The complainant stated that on June 6, 2024, he was painting an apartment in a public area of the complex when the defendant showed up and began masturbating in front of him. Complainant has video footage of the incident and showed officers where the defendant can be seen standing roughly 20 feet away from the complainant with his shirt lifted and the front of his shorts down, rapidly stroking his penis.
Where is, you said this is an apartment complex.
Yes.
What apartment complex is this?
1 second, Judge.
Mr. Martin, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond to keep it in your pants while you're outside. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you pick up any more cases like this, you start acting like this, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you live at this apartment complex? I don't know what we're going to do because I don't want you to go within 200 feet of this person. I don't care. I don't know how we're going to handle this now because I don't want him going anywhere near this person. Is this a maintenance worker or who is it?
I believe so. He said he's painting a public area in the apartment complex.
Can you do me a favor? Would you mind guys reaching out to the apartment complex, perhaps the manager, finding out who this person is, how we can keep them away, where Mr. Martin lives in relation to everything so that they don't accidentally bump into each other. Mr. Martin, I'm telling you now, if I find that you start acting a fool again like this or doing anything like this in the public, you know what happens. You got out of jail because we gave you a PR bond. What's going to happen if I raise it up to 10, 15,000? If you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there until this thing is over with. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For now, I want him to just take a seat in the jury box while we figure out about the apartment complex. I'm going to have you sign up. Hold on. How old are you?
25.
What do you do for a living?
I'm gonna start working soon for valet in the downtown.
Did you graduate from high school?
I'm sorry.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
What did you do after high school?
After high school, I went to college for a couple years. Then I had dropped out due to personal problems, and I just started working ever since.
What happened? What, as far as personal problems?
Just
Why stop? I mean, you're headed in a good direction. Why stop?
well, in the midst of personal problems of me and my family was on the brink of homelessness sometimes, and I had to drop out of college to basically get a job or another job to basically help pay bills within our household. So,
When is the last time you've had a full-time job?
About 3 weeks ago,
Doing what?
I was working at Popeyes as a cashier.
Okay. Who do you live with now?
I live with family currently. I'm sorry.
Who? Mom, dad? Who?
Mom.
Do they know about this case?
They some information, but not the full details of the case.
Be careful, because I will give you a lawyer today, Mr. Martin, but you know, if you start acting up and I put you in jail, everyone's gonna know about it real quick. And then things are just gonna go sideways. You have the opportunity now. We gave you a free bond. You're out there now in the free world. Don't act up in the free world, otherwise I'll take it away from you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to trail anyone, not only this person, but anyone. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll have you go to Victoria Sign and Reset. In the interim, I'm going to have you fill out an application for an appointed lawyer, and then I want to find out from them more information, and then we'll revisit this. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Judge, I'm so sorry. I have the name of the apartment. I believe it's the Residences at the Mid. But also, based on the writ call, it's saying that the complainant is painting, so I'll call.
Yeah, I'd like to know, can we somehow, yeah, please. Oh, then let's wait. We'll wait. Look, we've got time. It's still early. And if you're the only one here, then don't, because we'll wait. He can wait. Thank you. We issued a warrant for your arrest because you were on bond for a criminal trespass with a deadly weapon. And now, what, am I speaking Swahili? What do you not understand about you are on bond for a criminal trespass? You picked up 2 new cases.
With a deadly weapon.
Correct. You're on bond for a criminal trespass. And now you've picked up another criminal trespass and an interfering with the duties of a public servant. I don't know what happened. We're going to do probable cause. So let's find out what happened. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Ready?
I'm sorry, Judge, what is the last name again?
Williams.
Yes, Judge.
Kenneth Williams.
On September 13th, 2024, officer unviewed a known trespasser at 4400 North Freeway, standing outside of the Murphy USA gas station. Officer attempted to make contact with defendant and asked him if he was supposed to be at the location. He stated he was just passing by. Defendant was opening the door for people to go inside the establishment. Officer then tried to detain defendant when defendant began walking away from officer. Officer told defendant to place his hands behind his back and once again told him he was being detained. Officer attempted to detain defendant and he began pushing away from officer by stiffening his arms and body and lowering his body's center of gravity to make it difficult for officer to place him in handcuffs. One of the officers utilized a takedown to lower defendant to the ground. Officer attempted to put handcuffs on the defendant and he kept stiffening his arms and pushing his legs while stating, "Let me get up. I'm not going to jail. I ain't did nothing. What did I do? I know my rights."
Tell me what happened with the other trespass, please, with the deadly weapon.
Okay, so this is the same set of facts as the criminal trespass out of the same transaction.
Same place?
There is, yes, Judge. And there is another criminal trespass at 45 East Cross Timbers Street. That was on September 7th. Yes, Judge. Well, older case. It was September 7th and these were September 14th. They're a week apart. It's a different location.
All right, so Mr. Williams, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. So in this case now, what happened was we give you a free bond. You were supposed to come to court. You didn't come to court. You took off. We issued a warrant. I'm telling you what happened.
Oh, okay. No, sir. I was in the hospital. I had my hand. Yes, sir. I never took
Then you're
off.
supposed to come back and let us know.
But
If you were truly in the hospital, all I know, you're out there in the free world and now you've picked up another 2 cases.
I just got out of jail from this. I didn't understand that they never said nothing to me about this, sir. So this threatened you at all.
They never said nothing to you about what?
When I went the 14th or the 13th or whatever last week, well, that's why I was coming coming here to talk about my property and everything. But besides that, I was never told nothing about that.
Let's do this. Let's
Yes,
do
sir.
this. You have a warrant for your arrest. I'm gonna put you in back. But I'm gonna provide you a lawyer now and let's find out what we're gonna do with your cases. And then I'll bring you back out and we'll talk. Okay? But we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with you. You've got an open warrant now.
How? I know.
Because you picked up 2 new cases. You're not supposed to pick up new cases.
Hospital, sir. I had my paperwork and everything, sir.
Goes with you. I'm gonna appoint you a lawyer. Mr. Williams, don't worry. We're gonna try to reach something with your cases. But I'm gonna give you a lawyer now. We're gonna figure out what happens. Okay?
All right. Remember, we just talked. Let's go talk.
So basically, it's an indecent exposure where he's out and about. He's out and about following people allegedly and going at it.
Okay.
My concern is that he lives in an apartment complex where this was allegedly happening.
On Holly Hall?
Yes, sir.
So I want to craft conditions that he doesn't go anywhere near the complaining witness. And if this person is a regular worker at the complex, we might have an issue. I don't know.
He is an employee. So he works there. Every time I spoke to him, he said like that was my work site at the time. Does he work there?
So I tried reaching out to him. I called several times. He did not pick up. I left voicemail. I tried to contact the apartment complex. It does not transfer to a real person. It says go contact on our website. So I filled out the contact form. And yeah, so
Get it?
if the complainant is just an employee who works in the apartment complex,
Problem is those guys, they're floating all over the apartment complex and I don't want him to run in. I don't want you to have contact with this person, right? I don't want you to actually bump into him. You're making it as awkward as it can be. And I don't want you to make it any more awkward for this person who all he's trying to do is work and earn a living.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know how we do this, Carl, because I don't want him to have contact with this person, yet the person works all over the complex. He's the maintenance man.
Right.
I think a no contact order would actually suffice in this one because the complainant's been pretty responsive to me.
Okay, but
I think no contact
no
order.
contact, but he can still be across the way, still doing what he's doing.
If he's continuing to do what he's allegedly doing, he would pick up a new law violation. I mean, that's already been established by the fact that we've arrested him already for that. So, I think admonishment and no contact, the complainant would tell me.
Because I mean, if you think about it now, though, he's not been contacting him, right? He just goes near him and does what he's doing.
Well,
What I want to
actually, so
do
the
is I don't want him to even go near this person.
The complainant hasn't seen him since, so that's actually, from what I understand, when I contacted him just yesterday about this case, actually, I contacted him. No, the case notes. 2 days ago, sorry. I contacted him 2 days ago. There hasn't been any subsequent contact.
Okay.
So,
Do you mind just one more time letting him know we've entered in a no contact order and I don't want him to go anywhere near this individual. I don't want you to go near him at all. If he's working at a particular location, you happen to see him, go the other way, walk the other way. You go near him, I'm going to put you in jail. That's it. You know, if your family is truly having problems with money now, do you think that they're going to want to pony up $5,000 to $10,000 to get you out? No. So that's, you know what's gonna happen. Because if I see it again, your bond will be $10,000 to $15,000. That's it. We mean business. You understand?
No contact without the address exclusion.
Okay, so Mr. Martin, no contact, no weapons, and just don't go near him. I mean, I guess 10 feet. But does it give a distance of what the normal interaction now was? Was it like 10 feet, 10 feet?
It doesn't give it. No, it doesn't give a distance, but I'm not aware. I don't think the complaint.
You're smart enough to know, just don't. Okay, I guess that'll suffice, Carl, and we'll see. I've given you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Carl. He will help you with this case, you know. The other thing that you need to understand is these types of cases, if you pick up a second one, you have to register as a sex offender. And you register as a sex offender for a minimum of 10 years. And I'm going to tell you, once you get on that registry, your life is basically over. Everyone knows about it. You can't do anything in your life without being monitored by everyone, the federal government, local law enforcement, district attorneys across the state, really. So take it to heart. Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Is that a state's bond condition?
Yeah, states. Yeah.
He's filling it up.
I was able to speak to the supervisor there, and she said that he can definitely come back to.
Oh, Wallace, yeah.
Wallace,
Great job. Who did you talk to?
So the lady that I had texted in the car gave me the supervisor's number and said you can talk to her. And so, but I spoke with her. She said that she didn't even mean for the police to come out. They were trying to get him to the hospital.
You want bringing him out? Great. So we found
but he can go back for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is he going to get there? I know that that's going to be
right. Let's see. I don't know.
Let's ask him if he knows someone that can give him a ride. Do you have that number?
I do.
What's the number? If we let him out, there's no way he's going to walk there. He's not going to know how to get there, right? So it's like setting him up to fail. So let's see if we can get him a ride. Tell me when you're ready.
The 832-466-7983. Melanie Ambery.
Hello.
Is this Miss Ambery?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is David Fleischer. I'm the judge here in Harris County. And we have a gentleman by the name of Todd Wallace here in custody who's been charged with assault of a family member. And I had the lawyer, Josh, reach out to you guys to see, we don't want to keep him in jail. But at the same time, we don't want to let him out and just have him walk the streets of Harris County because, you know, that's just not a good thing to happen. Josh told me,
Sorry.
hold on, Mr. Wallace. I'll give you a second. But it seems like you guys are willing to take him back. Is that right?
Yes. He was never supposed to be in jail in the first place. Todd has a issue going on, a mental issue. And his medicines, he's off balance. The ambulance was supposed to come and get him in the hospital so he can get his medicine adjusted and get his mind right.
Is he not taking the medication?
He's taking the medication, but what they did was switched his medication, which is not good.
Why would they do that?
I have no idea.
I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right. And so they took him off the old medicine he was on, and he just started going off the handle. messing with everybody in the house.
Come on.
And so we called the ambulance to try to get him in the hospital so that we could get him right.
With the officers wouldn't listen, huh?
Jail. Yeah. And I'm like, jail is not where he needs to be.
No, and I agree with you. And Miss Ambry, we're trying to get him out. My only problem, so we have a place for him to go to now. My only other problem is, how are we going to get him there? Because if we let him out of jail, they're just going to put him on the street. Is there someone that can come pick him up by chance?
All the cars are out, and I can't get him right about now.
No. So from the time that I grant him a PR bond, he probably will be released sometime between 6 to 8 hours because it takes time to process him out. So it's not an immediate thing. It'll take, at least 7 to 8 hours for him just to get out.
Is it possible that you guys can just transfer him to the hospital instead? Because once he released, of course he's welcome to come back, but it's going to be hard for us to try to get him into the hospital. These ambulances and they act as though.
I don't know. I don't know, Miss Emery. I don't know the answer to that question. I have to talk to other, district attorneys in the mental health division and another lawyer to see where we would transfer him to, and I just don't know how that would happen.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him help, and we usually let him go. They usually take him to HCPC or Bentall, but for some reason he ended up in jail, and that's not a good thing for Todd.
I don't
even understand why he's there.
I don't have anyone here that will be able to just take him to Ben Taub.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You don't have anyone at the home that can come pick him up and take him?
The cars are out. Is what's going on. Everybody is out. They're gone, and I don't know what time they will be back. Probably about the time you guys are ready to release him, I'll probably have a ride by then to get him. It's just that if we go take him to the hospital, they're not going to want to keep him. That's why we call the ambulances and get them to take him. Then they'll keep him.
Can we have you pick him up, take him back to the house, and you have an ambulance waiting for him there?
If he refuses, the ambulance won't take him. We have to wait until he causes a major problem, and that's what we're trying not to do. He ended up in jail because he started getting in everybody's face. One of the guys, he just pushed him and scratched him, and that guy don't have a mind as well. And the police asked him, did he want to file charges? And Mr. Palmer go, yeah. Hell yeah. And it's like, don't listen to him.
Well, I mean, they have to,
Yeah.
They have to listen to all sides of the story. So, I don't know. The only other thing I can do is, if you guys cannot pick him up, then I'm going to hold him until Monday, and then I'm going to talk to the mental health division to see what we can do to get him perhaps taken to the Harris Center. The only problem is it's already now 11:45, and I just don't have the time to get everything done today. And tomorrow's Saturday, and everybody leaves. Nobody's here, so
I can take that chance of waiting till Monday if it helps.
Okay.
I can wait.
I need to get Lori on this case.
Lori?
Yeah.
She gets on it, it's out to be done, and then it comes back.
God, dog, and that's gonna take what? 30 days? No, I don't want to do that. That's nuts.
I can ask her if there's another way, but
We need to get him to the Harris Center. Tell me, Kavita.
I can give an email to the attorney, at the Harris Center, and they can get it then registered and being ordered to be signed, or he gets released directly to the Harris Center.
Let's do that. Can you,
I can email it to you.
Josh, can we do that, please? That way we can get him to the Harris Center. Mr. Wallace, I don't want to release you to the street. I don't think that you'll make it back to the house. And Houston is so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a plan so that we can get you to the Harris Center so that we can have you evaluated and see which are the correct medication you should be taking. It's going to take a little bit more time though. I can't do it everything. I can't get everything done today. I think hopefully the latest by Monday, we can have you done and transferred to the Harris Center by then. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. I wish I could get everything done today. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Sure. And then do you have pen and paper by chance, Miss Amber?
Let me grab a pen.
I'd like to give you Josh, the attorney who's working with Mr. Wallace. I'd like to give you his number just in case, please.
Okay. Well, what I can just put it in the phone. What is it?
346
346
648
648
Okay.
4138.
4138. And his name is Josh.
4138. Okay. Okay.
The attorney she spoke with yesterday.
And this is the attorney that's working with him.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll put it on for Monday, and then if you can get with Kavita to get an email to the Harris Center, and then usually what we do is we have precise release instructions that release them to 3 or 4 different people, and then we'll take them directly there to the Harris Center.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Amber. I appreciate the help.
Yes, sir. Have a good weekend.
You too. Take care. Okay, Mr. Wallace. Okay, we're gonna take care of you. Okay.
Hey everybody, Jen Hardy's got a show on tonight. It's kind of an unusual show for her, but she just hit the 1 million views mark, and she wants to celebrate. She's gonna have a lot of people over there, a lot of different YouTube creators. She's supposed to have someone from YouTube committed to be there, but who knows if they're gonna show up. That's how YouTube does. But I'm gonna go ahead and redirect everybody over that way, and we'll see y'all over there.